Today we're taking it up a notch. Alamo Music has collaborated with the Martin Custom Shop to make our own deluxe models. We're thrilled to tell you about them, so stick around. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name is Chris McKee.
I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We are here with Alamo Music in San Antonio, Texas, and you can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you are new to our channel, where have you been? Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you want to support the channel, visit our Spring Store link below for custom swag and check out our podcast. It's called the Fretboard Confessional, wherever you get your podcast. And we just recorded a new episode the other day that I think is going to be enlightening to many, hair-raising at times, perhaps. So make sure you check that out. Today, we're talking about some really cool Martin Custom Shop guitars that are exclusive Alamo Music Deluxe models.
Oh, yeah.
And these are really cool guitars that Cooper picked the woods for and really designed. And so they're going to be good. We have a Dreadnought that I have the privilege of holding right now. And that's a
triple O.
A triple O.
Triple O.
I couldn't see the front of it.
Yeah, we've been teasing for a little bit some 95th anniversary kind of Martin collab, and they've started rolling in. A couple of them have already gone out the door, but
started rolling out.
Yeah, that's fine.
That is the design.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. So with these, there's some one-offs in that kind of group, but there's also a couple short runs, and these are short run guitars, so these aren't the only ones that we have or will be getting, but these are the Alamo Deluxe, and they're kind of modeled after a modern Deluxe, but with some tweaks that I think both of us enjoy.
For sure.
So, really, the D28 Modern Deluxe, 0028 Modern Deluxe, they're kind of at least our top seller Modern Deluxes.
Yeah.
And if you know about Modern Deluxe guitars, they are kicked up fancy pants versions of some classics. They got VTS spruce on the top, and they've got wood binding, and they got, carbon fiber bridge plate, all these kind of fancy things.
Gotta have some carbon fiber bridge plate.
You gotta have it. And if you're not playing with liquid metals, you're not living. All right. So these take the formula, but they add a couple nice things. So one, these are VTS Adirondack tops, not Sitka spruce. There's also VTS Adirondack bracing, not Sitka spruce. So upgrades on the top woods and the bracing. Like the Modern Deluxe, the braces are attached with protein glue. So you still got that.
They're always telling me at the gym, you got to get more protein.
Making that protein glue, you know what I'm saying? Always. Wood binding,
Which we have gone on record as preferring.
We like
in
the
this
wood
case,
binding,
beautiful maple binding.
Nice maple binding, but the backs on these are some hand-selected wild grain rosewood. So you got to upgrade on the top, and you got a fancy pants upgrade on the back, which I dig.
These are very unique pieces. I said early on, that one looks a little chevron-y.
Yeah.
And this one looks like a Rorschach test.
Did I ever tell you about that time it was on Halloween? I walked out of the store and there was a guy with a Rorschach mask on.
From Watchmen?
Yeah.
Really?
There's a guy with the mask on and I said, "Hey, Rorschach!" And he just goes, "Huh?" and walked away. I thought it was like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Another change on here, obviously the head plate overlay. You got wild grain as well to kind of mimic the back. But you got the CFM block golden era. All right, that's my logo right there. That's what I like.
Can you dig it?
And you will see that the motif of that headstock inlay and the wood binding kind of goes across a lot of the guitars that we've done. But these take guitars that are already really fantastic with the Modern Deluxe collection. They upgrade a few things, and I think that the sound kind of proves what Adirondack can do. We can always compare one of these to a regular Modern Deluxe, but I think there's, even just the look of that Adirondack with the VTS looks a little more golden, and it's just kind of got this nice, rich, played-in sound, and also just a good look.
Well, they look good. Do they sound good? Let's hear them for ourselves. Check it out. So there you go. Kicked up a notch.
You got to kick it up a notch.
Quite a bit, actually. I would say it's more than a notch. It's a few notches. It's kind of jumped up. They're fantastic guitars. I think the VTS Addy really does a lot. I mean, we say on this channel quite often that Adirondack is a fantastic tone wood. It's what would have graced the tops of pre-war Martins. And it only went away because of supply issues. Yeah. And it's back because there's supply again. And so I'm glad it's back. And to take it and even apply that modern building technique of torrefaction to it, it just really, it gives you what you want out of Addy. So you've got all of that volume and all of that articulation. There's something more on the low end, but it's already played in. Yeah. It's not as tight as it normally might be in certain circumstances.
Yeah, and there will be 5 of each of these, including the 2 that we have right now. We have another pair, so we have 2 of each, and we have the photos of the wood when it was picked, and we've seen how it turns out. It's awesome. Some of my favorite sets are still to come, but I love that one. I love that.
Yeah, I really like this one a lot. Something else that I don't know that you touched on very well is there's a special label inside each one of these with our special logo. So it's got the custom shop logo, but it's got the Alamo Music guitar logo, as we call it, established in 1929.
1929. It's the 95th anniversary. So, what are you going to do? It's fun. And they each come with our little, which we showed in strap videos. If you haven't seen those, go look at our custom strats. But a little blurb, on what we did on our 95 years and the serial number and
it's all handwritten on there.
It's all handwritten on there, and it's something we're proud of. And these are very, very cool. I think if you're looking for a 0028 or a HD 28, D28, whatever, and you're kind of in the modern deluxe realm where that's what you're going for, I think these would impress you with their sound. But I just think they're good-looking, classic Martins.
You know what I love about the fact that we've done this? I'm going to tell myself a little bit, and some of you might think this is incredible hyperbole, but look how resonant that is.
It's just singing. Yeah.
So back in the day, when Fenders were new, certain dealers would do special runs. And this is particularly common in Europe when they would import them. There were particular colors that they would have them imported in. And they became synonymous with these dealers. And as history has gone on, they became synonymous with that era and some of the most famous models that were available. It happens in the car market too. Yeah. Like a Yanko Camaro is a special thing that was being done by a dealership that really knew the product, really cared about the product, and did the things that maybe you wouldn't have seen a manufacturer do. I love when manufacturers do limited editions, but I think it's cool that they're, and we are by far not the first dealership to do something like this. Wildwood's been known for doing some of their cool stuff, Music Zoo and so forth, but I love that we've done this by taking what we know and love and cherish about these guitars and doing our own special run, and in this particular case, a very limited run. Yeah. So they're special guitars, I think so, doubling down on that. So if you're interested in it, you should definitely take action at our website, which is...
You want to go to alamomusic.com. All right, look at all the Martins, because there's a lot right now. There's some cool things. They're very all cool coming things in. We'll have photos of these guys and the other serial numbers that we have. We have photos of both, and there's other models that will be shown in other videos. There's also guitars that Chris and I picked at NAMM. And there's wood sets that we picked at NAMM that have been turned into guitars that are now here. So it's a fun time to browse through, look at all the Martins, and if you can, come into either one of our stores and play them because they're really, really fun. But if not, we can get you these guitars wherever you may be. And they have Waverleys.
And they have gold Waverleys on them.
Just letting you know.
That's the period at the end of the sentence.
Yeah.
If you're new to our channel and you like this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like them, comment on them, and share the videos with all of your crazy guitar friends so that we can get the word out. And if you didn't hear in one of the previous videos, once we hit 200,000 subscribers, you're going to see a progression of Cooper and my facial hair. So look forward to that, or don't. But anyways, keep coming back, and we'll see you next time.